Alright, welcome back. So I decided to change my name to Faceless Liberal for reasons. Anyway, so I've decided to announce my candidacy for president. Now, is this for real? And not really, because I'll be 1 year short of the minimum age to be president during the next election. So I'll be 34, not 35, but whatever. Don't actually vote for me, but at the same time, take what I'm saying and use that to kind of influence who you want to vote for if you so wish. If you don't, I'm not going to stop you because what the fuck do I care? Anyway, so I want to be president. So this is all hypothetical anyway. So if you guys want to vote for me, whatever, I'm not going to win because I can't win. But whatever. So let's say I want to be president. So what kind of stuff would I support? So let's go ahead and talk about civil liberties. First off, I believe in the whole my right to swing my fist ends at the other person's face. So essentially, if it's a quote-unquote victimless crime, I'm going to abolish anything and everything making it illegal. So I mean, for example, drug legalization. I'm fine with making every single illegal drug legal. Like if you want to like snort meth or smoke meth or whatever the heck people do with meth, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not going to do it because it's not really my thing because I think it's disgusting. But if you want to do it, whatever. If you want to do cocaine, if you want to do heroin, whatever. I would legalize absolutely everything. Same thing if you want to like abort your child. Whatever, I don't care. And you can say, oh, that's not a victimless crime because it's a life or whatever. But here's the thing. I don't really friggin' care because it's not born yet. It doesn't have any friends and it's, it's just whatever. So, yeah, I don't really care. If you want to abort your baby, whatever. If you are, like, terminally ill and you want the doctor to kill you because you're going to suffer or whatever, the only person that should make that decision is you. So, yeah, totally. And if you want to, like, if you're a guy and you want to marry your boyfriend, or you're a girl and you want to marry your girlfriend, or even if you want to enter into a relationship with like multiple people, as long as everyone's of legal age and consenting, I really don't freaking care what you guys do. Whatever, make it legal. I mean, marriage is good for the economy. But at the same time, I think if you want to like go and have a cake made and the person making the cake is like, no, I don't want to make that cake because I disagree with it. I mean, I think they're stupid because they're rejecting your business and they're not going to make money. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop them either. And if you're a corporation and you want to like deny, certain things, like if you want to like deny service to someone because you just don't like them, because of maybe what they look like or whatever, I'm not going to friggin' stop you. So that's it for civil liberties. So let's talk about economics. I am what I call a libertarian socialist, which means I believe that corporations should function like direct democracies. Now, obviously, I can't tell corporations what to do, but I would very highly encourage it. And then, of course, universal basic income, socialist health care, like all that stuff, I would definitely support that. So that's it for economics. Now let's talk about the war. So I am a non-interventionist. I'm practically an isolationist by this point, even though I consider myself more liberal because I believe in more like socialist programs and stuff. I definitely am a big supporter of Ron Paul when it comes to foreign policy. So not only would I pull our troops out of every single conflict that we're in, but I would also close down every base that we have on foreign soil. So if it's not in a U.S. state or a U.S. territory, I would completely close it down. Now, obviously, we can still do expeditionary stuff at other people's bases, but they have to give us permission for that. So I would completely get rid of that. I would transform our military from being an expeditionary world police kind of thing to being more of a defense force. So we're going to be super, super good at defending ourselves, but not really so much doing other things. Even if the UN and NATO were like, hey, let's do this thing and let's go intervene in something. No, in fact, I would actually pull us out of the UN and pull us out of NATO so we wouldn't have to worry about that. Anytime we do anything expeditionary, it should be for humanitarian purposes only. Like if there's a horrible earthquake somewhere and people need like supplies, we can do that. But if it involves killing people, no. The only time we should go to another country and kill people is if they try to kill us first. Like when 9/11 happened, that was Al Qaeda. They were based out of Afghanistan. The Taliban were all like supporting them. So yeah, beat the crap out of the Taliban, beat the crap out of Al Qaeda, but none of this nation building junk. Because if you look at Afghanistan, they're just as shitty as they were when we first went in, despite the fact that we, quote, gave them democracy. It's just in their culture to be really shitty to each other in terms of civil rights. Let's see. So that's it for the war. Surveillance, absolutely abolish the Patriot Act, abolish any warrantless surveillance, and give a full pardon to people like Snowden, and change what's his face or what's her face, whatever you want to call him, Bradley, Chelsea Manning, whatever. Get rid of that dishonorable discharge and just make it a general discharge, you know, so they can get a job and stuff. I mean, I'm sure they're probably doing fine writing a book or whatever, but hey, you know, it wouldn't hurt. Let's see what else. So that's it for war and foreign policy, domestic stuff, economic stuff. Oh, the environment. I mean, of course, I would incentivize people to come up with new ways to fight global warming and stuff, but I'm not going to punish companies for freaking doing more carbon emissions than they normally would. So none of this like capstone kind of stuff where it's like, oh, if you're doing this many carbon emissions, you get a penalty. Nah, I don't believe in that, but definitely reward innovation. Let's see what else we got. I mean, that's pretty much the big stuff. So I talked about drugs and civil rights and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Would you vote for me? Oh, free speech. Definitely not place any more restrictions on free speech. If you want to be a friggin' Nazi, be a friggin' Nazi. I mean, when it gets violent, of course, then you get in trouble. But if you are just espousing Nazi views, you're protected, and if anyone punches you in the face, they're going to freaking jail because they're idiots, and they're actually more fascist than you are. So, yeah, vote for me.